What's up everyone, my name's Curtis and this is my channel Hot Action Fishing and Fab. Welcome back. This is part 11.5 to the Little Johnson skiff build. This is me thinking in this episode I'm going to wrap up this front deck. I don't know if I'll have the time to do it. We'll see though. I might end up breaking this into another part, but I just pulled all my weight, all my 5-gallon buckets of cat litter, buckets of rocks, all kinds of stuff that I filled up with random stuff, my buckets of resin to use to bond these panels down, these Divinycell panels down with my polyester, 1/4-inch chopped fibers and fume silica thickened to peanut butter jelly consistency, and bonded down on this. So I pulled those, all the weight off. Really happy with everything, the way it bonded down. It looks really sweet. I'm gonna pull this up from the plastic that I put down to keep it from sticking to the ground, and we'll go from there. Probably bust out the sander, do a little sanding, clean up the excess resin that kind of got left and some high spots or anything like that, clean that all up, trim out my 1708 to bond or to glass the bottom side of this. I'll end up laying down a layer of 1.5 ounce chopped strand and then a layer of 1708 underneath that or over that, and then pretty much just trim it up, wrap it up, and then bond it to the front of the boat and then tab that all in. But enough talking, let's get after it. Thank you again, thank you for watching. And alright, you've seen me cut out all my glass, got all, my 1708 and my 1.5 ounce chop strand matting. Got it all sanded up, cleaned up, wiped down with acetone, and now we're gonna jump on laying some glass up. Got a lot of glass to lay up, so here we go. And alright, an hour later, we got all the glass laid up. I got the underside of my lid laid up as well. I did one layer of 1.5 ounce chop strand and a layer of 1708 over top of that. Should be pretty square. I'm gonna let this kick overnight, let it get it all, harden off really good. Then trim everything all out, and then I'm probably gonna paint or gel coat the inside hatch or inside of that area. You guys haven't seen, there's the gas tank just kind of sitting in there right now. I'm gonna gel coat this whole inside and then get this bulkhead trimmed up a little better and get that bonded down. So it's looking good so far. I'm pretty happy with it. And alright, I just ground that all up, cut that up with the ink grinder and the diamond cutoff wheel. I am going to clean this out, do a little bit more sanding maybe, and get it all vacuumed out and wiped down with acetone. Same thing with my back two boxes back there. and get these things gel coated. Hopefully maybe tonight get the front deck all bonded down, so then tomorrow I can come in and tab it all in, and then that'll be that for right now with the front deck. It's getting close. After doing that, it'll pretty much be a full skiff. I checked also, I'll be able to put my gas tank in the hatch when after it's all bonded in and everything like that. So I know that that's not quite finished yet. I got a little bit more to do on that, but that won't hinder me. I'll be able to put it in here after I'm done. So yeah, on to the next thing, laying some gel coat. Alright, I got my gel coat all laid up in here, in those two hatches back there, and then the little hatch up there. You can't really see it, but got the gel coat. First layer I did with no wax, because gel coat is like polyester resin. It can't cure in the open air, so the wax floats to the surface, in the poly resin or gel coat floats to the surface, makes an air barrier, and allows the gel coat to cure 100% all the way through. Same thing poly needs to do. Polyester resin needs the same thing as well. But I did 2 layers of gel coat. I did 1 layer without wax, 1 layer of gel coat with wax. So this is kicking off. It's definitely not beautiful, that's for sure. It is literally, I didn't do any fairing, nothing whatsoever. Everything that I laid up is what you see there. I just sanded everything, knocked everything down, got everything cleaned up, wiped it on with acetone, and then threw gel coat over top of it. That is literally all I did. I didn't do anything, no kind of fairing, no nothing. It's in the hatch, under the boat, out of sight, out of mind. You'll never see it. So it's a fishing skiff as well. If I wanted this thing to be freaking sweet and perfect, I would have popped an insert or something out of a mold and did it that way. But here we are, got this laid up. As it's curing, I'm gonna mix up some thickened resin, and I'm gonna get the front deck bonded down. I'm probably gonna go get my girlfriend to come out and help me flip the thing over and bond it onto the front of the boat. But enough rambling, let's keep going. Alright, I got this thing bonded down. Did not go very easy at all. I kicked it a little too hot. I got it pretty well bonded down. I'm happy with the way it all came out, but I was hoping that I'd be able to take some of the excess resin that oozed out the side and be able to pack it in the side. So tomorrow, instead of just going straight into grinding this thing, getting this thing cleaned up to get it laid up, I am gonna have to do some more mix up some more thickened resin and pack it in there, and then go from there. So here we go, we're done for the night, letting it cure overnight, and here we go. And alright, it's the following day. I pulled all my clamps off, pulled all the weight off of the back of the boat. Super happy with everything bonded, the way everything bonded down, nice and, you know, it's all solid. But like I said last night, there was a couple spots where I wanted to use the excess oozage, all the excess putty that oozed out the side, and pack back in where it was lacking some in the areas. Well, because I kicked it too hot, you know, I wasn't able to do that. It just was hardening up right in my hand, or you know, right on the spatula, so I couldn't really work it into the places that I want to. So this morning, after I pulled everything all off, all the clamps and everything, I mixed up a batch of thickened resin, and I just probably like kind of unprofessional in my part, but I just used my hand, and I was just taking, not, you know, with a glove on, obviously, make sure you wear your PPE, with a glove. I was scooping up the thickened resin, and I was just packing it into the areas where I wanted to fill it up with the thickened resin. I started using the spatula and stuff, but it was a losing battle. It kept falling off the spatula and everything, so I was losing resin more than I was actually sticking it in the hole. So I just took my hand and started shoving it in there. So, all right, you know, I'm gonna let this kick, let all this go, you know, where I thickened it up, added it in, let it kick, and then we'll come back with the grinder. And all I'm gonna do is just use the grinder to round this edge off a little bit, because I'm not gonna use my router in them. I'm just gonna use my grinder and just shape it by hand with the grinder, get it all cleaned up, sand it down, and then cut my 1708 tabbing material and tab it all in, and then that'll pretty much wrap up for right now the front deck. Obviously there is a ton of holes, you know, where the old whatever you call it, cleat was, where the old access to the gas tank was back there. But yeah, here we go. Enough rambling, let's go. And alright, as you can see, I got it all grinded. That's the, kind of see the radius that I was going for in the camera. That's the look. I gotta fix, I'm gonna cut some 1708 out in order to fix that hole, the hole back there, the hole back there, and then there's a hole over there that I'm gonna fix with some 1708. But yeah, got the radius pretty well sweet. It's all looking really good. I'm gonna fill that little hole with some thickened resin as I, there's a couple other ones like that, just looking like that. I'm gonna fill those in with some thickened resin as I'm going, laying glass up. But yeah, here we go. Gonna cut 2 layers of 1708 out and just lay 2 layers of 1708 all the way around the outside. Probably, you know, probably 6 inch, probably 6 inches, 2 layers of them. Next. And alright, I am closing out the video there. The GoPro, I heard it die. So, yeah, I just laid up 2 layers of 6 inch 1708 around the outside perimeter. Laid it up on this side as well. I laid it up, you know, there's 2 layers all the way around the outside, which is definitely more than enough. Then I fixed my holes, and all I did when I fixed like my holes for like the old original gas tank fill, someone had to replace the fuel sender, so they cut a giant hole in the old deck back when this was the other boat. So I fixed that, and I fixed up there where the old cleat was. All I did was just cut out a small layer of 1708, and then a little bit bigger layer of 1708, then a little bit bigger layer of 1708. Wetted all those out, then stuck them in place and wetted them out. Fin rolled them out, and then took a layer of 1.5 ounce chop strand, laid that on top of that, and then wetted it out, and then let it do its thing. That should be more than enough. It should be thicker than the deck, so when I come in with my 36 grade sandpaper, I'll be able to sand it down, and it'll pretty much get it almost perfect by just doing that. And then I'll come in with a little bit of thickened resin, just fumed silica, thicken it up, and use that to, you know, even everything off, you know, fair it all out. Because we're getting to be that point where we're going to do the thing that I hate most about boat building, and that's the fairing and sanding and fairing and sanding and fairing and sanding and fairing and sanding. I guess Yeah, body work, all that fun stuff. I can do it, just not my forte. I'm not very good at it. It does what it needs to do. It looks pretty sweet for the most part. From about 20 feet away, it looks excellent. But but yeah, so here we go. This is the end of what I'm gonna say, bonding the front deck down and all that stuff. So this is the end of 11.5. Thank you guys again. I felt like I rambled a lot in this video. Sorry about that. But y'all have a wonderful week. I appreciate you guys. If you guys haven't subscribed, subscribe. It keeps me motivated, that's for sure. These last couple weeks have been really tough on me, and all the comments and all that stuff, it definitely keeps me going, because there's been a lot of times where I just want to push this thing to the side and quit on it for a little while, but I can't do that. You guys get me motivated, so subscribe. Thank you all again. Y'all have a wonderful week.